I didn't know my boyfriend was married till I got pregnant. Story time. Sometimes I be telling women that your husbands are denying you in public. It is not always the side chick's fault. You guys should come and hear this story. I met this guy in Benin Republic the day I went out with my friends because I didn't want to stay at home alone. It was a club. We met, we started talking, and that was how our relationship got started. This guy never told me he was married. Did you ask though? Anytime I go to his place to spend time, he used to give me like 17k to 20k cephas. Not quite long, I came back to Nigeria because I needed to sort some things out. When he called and we spoke, I told him I was no longer coming back to Benin Republic because of the work I was doing. It wasn't paying me well. But this guy tried to convince me to come back. After month talks, I decided to go back, but not his place. So I went back to the apartment my boss got for us. But this guy always wants me to be around him every time. He even wants me to be with him in his house, which cannot be possible because I go to work every day, but I go back to his place after work before I go home. We used to have countless fights because he always says I'm picking my work over him, and that's why I am unavailable to come over to his place whenever he wants me to come. After many months of staying in Benin Republic, things were not going well for me, so I decided to move back to Nigeria. Mind you, the last time I went to Nigeria that he was convincing me to come back, I did, but he wasn't the one that paid for me to come back. He was my boss, and that was why I chose my work over spending time with him. So this time around, after explaining to him that I want to go back to Nigeria, he told me, okay, that whenever I want to come back, he's going to send money for me to come. Around May, he decided to come to Nigeria to surprise me, and he called me, which I was so excited about, but I was surprised. I mean, where does this man get all his free time if he's really married? Then he told me he came to Nigeria to buy some building equipment for his site. He left after 3 days before I got a message from my mom from church saying that if I get pregnant, I should not abort it, because if I do, it could lead to death or have some serious issues with my health. That was when I remembered that I had not seen my period in the whole of May, and this was already June. I went to get a test done, and it was indeed confirmed that I was pregnant. I called and told him about it, and he asked what my plan was. I told him I wanted to abort it, but he said he was not going to allow me to abort it. He sent me money to come back to Benin Republic so we could have a conversation, and when I got there, I found out that he was married. He told me that in the place where he came from, any woman cannot abort pregnancy for them, that if any woman does, the woman is going to die. Then he proceeded to saying that I am going to be his second wife. I mean, you lied to someone about your marital status, you got them pregnant, and now you're imposing marriage on them. Is that not meant? I was so confused when he told me he was married because I did not see it coming. I asked him what he was saying before his brother later came to tell me some bullshit. His brother told me that I cannot abort their child, that my boyfriend is going to take responsibilities and take care of his child. Mind you, I am already a 28-year-old girl and I have a 3-year-old daughter. So I called him and told him that I cannot make the same mistake I made with my daughter. Come for part 2.